think it's not really worth it. You know that Tom, whatever his name is, the O guy, he's gonna go for it, isn't he? From
yeah, just leave him go.
he's not a threat to us. So
Doran.
yeah, Doran, that's the guy.
He can do what he wants.
Yeah.
But I saw the third team is also quite strong.
Yeah, but it's fine. It's fine if any of them win, as long as we beat Wreckers. It doesn't matter if we don't win the stage tonight. As long as we beat Wreckers, we'll maintain the gap.
Yeah,
It's not really the end of the world. Right.
I went on the lightest bike for today.
You can get, honest, it's not that bad. You can get away. There's only that little bit where for the top of the grade stuff, which is literally less than 3K of climbing hard. The rest of it is all you've done them many times on your either a Tron or a rolling setup. You would probably benefit going with something like a Tron or an all-round setup. I think it's overkill to go for a climbing setup.
Yeah, okay, but I have almost the lowest watt per kilograms of the whole peloton today.
Yeah, that's always misleading though, because you're heavy.
Yeah, but then the 10%, it isn't misleading, I think.
Oh yeah, but don't forget you've only got that, and then you'll catch them all on the downhill anyway, because they'll be super light and you'll be super heavy. So it's swings and roundabouts.
Okay,
once you've done that,
I'll go on my Tron bike.
Yeah, I'll go with Tron. You'll thank me for it. Same with Carl. He's in the same boat. He's fairly weighty.
You've convinced me anyway.
I would say that you don't need to. If it was like the whole of Epic KOM or the whole of Outduez or Von 2, yes, climbing setup, but you don't need it for this. If I was doing it, I would not have a climbing setup on. I'd be on the Tron. And
okay, Tron it is then.
Yes, that's your best bet, because there's an awful lot. Although there is some uphill, the uphill mostly is draftable. Apart from the grade part, there's only 2.6 kilometers of not drafting, and then the rest of it is all draftable on the climbs. And then you've got an awful lot of downhill to do.
Yeah, cool.
But I think I will lose about 1 minute to the fastest guy on that part.
You may do, but that's fine, because all you're going to do is just find a subgroup, and then I wouldn't be surprised if you reel them all back on the downhill. 1 minute with a group will beat any solo rider going downhill. Right, I've done a software update on my MacBook. I'm now going to try and do Zwift again.
Yeah,
if it doesn't work, I'll go in the garage.
We start in 1 minute.
Yeah, no worries.
If you're not here, we are steerless.
Well, I just watched your stream.
Nothing's going to happen for the first 5 or 6K anyway.
Absolutely, yeah. So you go through a couple of sprints. They are not point scoring, so just ignore them.
I even bought some gels for today.
Cool, you're taking it serious.
Yeah. We had a nice warm-up yesterday against the Vikings.
Yeah, I did watch it. You did really well yesterday.
Yeah, it was an awesome race.
15 seconds.
Okay, hopefully.
My first time on the Tron bike.
There we go, right, map on. So hopefully now I can find you. Boom, I'm in. I'm now watching.
Nice.
Good timing. Okay, and you can see there's not exactly a ton of you there. There's only 38, of which there's still a load of Cat Cs to drop, which will probably be dropped on the first climb. So there's a real good chance you'll all score anyway. So we're going to ignore the FTS. We'll just go with the pack, leave any solo riders to go for it. So the first effort is going to be at 9.2. So if you go through, I think 2 or 3 banners before you get to the It's a Con. So it's basically get a feather and then keep hold of it. If you get anything else, so I think it's the truck. If you get that, then just bin it or use it, and hopefully you'll get a feather. I think it's about an 80% chance you'll pick up a feather in one of those power-up banners, so you should be fine.
Yeah, and then keep the feather until the grade.
Yes, I would use it for that.
And then the last part, because that's the steepest.
Yeah.
Have Wreckers got a full team?
Yes.
They, not according to the start. Let me just go back to the. What's doing that?
I can see 5 on my screen.
Yeah, I'll go on to the
6, I mean, sorry, 6.
I'll put the live feed on for the.
I already checked before the race, they have 6.
Right, okay.
At least on Swift Power, but I also see 6 around me, so. I saw the guy who came 3rd last race.
Yeah.
He had a 20-minute power of 4.7.
Yeah, it's just guidelines. They'll be fine.
But good to know.
Bear in mind, we've got our own Cat A rider. So yeah.
Wait, is your right leg tight?
Yeah. So there is 6 wreckers. So yeah, they are your threat. And there's the rest of them are not that many, not massively well represented. So you should be fairly good.
My goal is to beat at least 2 race wreckers.
Yeah, I reckon you do that because there's 2 of them that drop off every time anyway.
Yeah, okay, but this is a different type of cookie.
You're worrying yourself. You'll be fine. So who's gone off the front? So is that
it's me.
Guy?
It's me. Sorry.
Oh, I was looking on Swift Power, and then I come back and someone's off the front. Doran, yeah, typical. So he's clearly thinking he's got a long way to go before he gets.
Leave him go.
Exactly, and that's a long old way to go for it, isn't it? Because, like I said, it's 9 kilometers to the start of the FAL, and he's not exactly going to be smashing quick times at the FTS if he's going for a solo breakaway. I wonder if he thinks that these sprints are count. So you might find that the rest of the group do speed up because they think the sprints count, but they don't.
Yeah, the group is speeding up a bit.
Yes, indeed.
He's probably worried them, thinking that these are now sprint points. You can put a message up saying these sprints don't count, but it's good fun anyway. Yeah, I just sit and draft it.
Go a little bit to the front of the pack.
To be fair, the pack's just done a massive favour by closing it all down. There's another one, so hopefully you get a feather now. If not, then use your power up on whatever truck I believe it is.
I have a feather.
Yep, keep hold of it.
Yeah, feather here as well.
Good job. The next sprint is at 5.8.
I'm a little bit surprised you let him go, Dylan.
Dylan's a smart.
A waste of energy. Is completely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There's a smart way to race, and then there's daft. And if you're just going to go off the front because you can.
Yesterday was also quite daft.
I was watching. It was like watching Dylan, a Cat A Swifter, in a Cat D race at times, especially at the start. He was literally taking a piss. You had to keep saying, "Slow down."
Yeah, my heart rate didn't went below 175 or something in the start, not even on the descents.
I was surprised you two didn't work together and just keep opening the gap. But then
Ah.
I thought, oh.
It was quite hard. We went quite fast, but they also went quite fast at the climbs.
Yeah, because that Sand thought, nah, screw this, and went back to the pack, didn't he?
Well, I saw his stream, but he was constant on a gap.
Yeah. So the fact that someone's got Pep on their title means he's a really shit Flamme Rouge racer, so he's going to get dropped. I saw one of the Spanish guys say it's got Pep after his thing, which is a really low level class in Flamme Rouge racing, so he's not going to make it. AU level Pep. And he's going to be tired as it is because it's now that we've just done 4 races in a row, so this is the rest day.
Well, the start is quite. We aren't going too slowly.
Yeah, he's going to suffer on the hill. So we've got Harley Bex from WLRCC. Ubas is chasing. He's a threat because he's going to be nice and light. He's going to come alive on that steep bit.
Yeah, okay, but we don't mind if someone gets first or second.
Absolutely, just let him go. Any solo attacks, we're letting him go. We're just staying with the pack. Because to be honest, by the time you get to the top of the Epic KOM, you've got a long way to go before the finish, and there's no more segment points. So until right towards the end. So even with a minute lead, the solos or even 1s and 2s are likely going to get caught. So you don't need to waste any energy. So when you go to it's KOM, ideally, I just want you to snipe points. So obviously Dylan could go for it because he's got some energy, but the rest of you just pick up points, beat a record or 2. All right. So I don't expect you to go all in because you're going to need your energy to go up the next part. But just draft along and just try and beat the riders around you. You've done this before. You know the finish of that ladder league where I made you go at the 12% bit.
Yeah.
You just want it. That's the bit where you want to attack. So I'll tell you when to attack again, and you'll only literally have to attack for 300 meters, and the rest. Then you'll get a little rest before you start climbing again. So you'll be able to get your breath back. So Harley,
do we get power ups at the Mayan and at KOM?
Yeah, you will do every time you go through the banner. So you might get lucky if you need to use your feather to stay with the group, then use it. That's all I'm going to say. Don't think, oh shit, and you're going to save that magical feather for 30 seconds worth of climbing on the steep bit. If you're better off with the pack. So Nutsinger's going for it. So they've obviously got a little plan. So Nutsinger's wreckers and Massener's wreckers. So they're at the front of the pack. So just be wary of them.
I think Doran's gone. He's going to drop out, I think. Oh, no, he's at the front. Sorry.
Yeah, Doran is chasing it down. So they are trying to get a bit of a breakaway. It's actually doing you all a favour. Just follow it along. So some of these are obviously going for the FTS here. So just follow the main pack. They are going to blow themselves out. Just keep drafting. You might get lucky. You might do it. You might pick up an FTS just because you've stayed with the pack. If not, don't worry. At the front, we got Nutsinger, Doran, Dylan, Masson from Wreckers. They got 2 Wreckers at the front here, but that doesn't guarantee them getting FTS unless they've got a nice big gap. In fact, to be honest, Dylan, you are going to pick up some FTS points because you've got all 5 of you have got a little break. Gibbo, if you can, try not to lead us at draft, mate. Just stay in the draft. All good. We're dropping loads of riders out the back already, which means you'll guarantee points in the next segment. Okay, not far away from the top. So this is the finishing climb of the race. So you go all the way around the loop, and this will be the where you finish. So you know when to attack if you want. So Bunce has come from a long way back to lead that. They are literally blowing themselves out early doing this. That's it. Just follow the group, guys. I know it's tough. You're nearly at the top, Dylan. You're pretty much off where it levels out. Yeah, use your feather. That's smart. If you need to boost to stay in the draft, use your feather at the top. There's a good chance you'll get another feather.
Is this FAL or FTS?
It says just FTS. So
Okay.
anyone in the top 5, you aren't getting the FTS. So Dylan's going to get some points. It'll be between Dylan and probably Bunce will get the fastest time because he's come from a long way back.
Ooh. That wasn't easy, man.
Oh no, Dylan has got the FTS. Well done. By the looks of it, I can't guarantee that, but by the looks of it, looking at what the other times flashed across the screen, that you got 320, and the others were 321, 322. Right, settle down now. You have a little bit of a break, and then you go into the foul. To be honest, Dylan, just stay with that front group. The rest of you try and get in a blob. The next climb's got quite a lot of rollers on it, so you've got opportunity to get back into the blobs. If we dropped off the back. But you, Rusty?
Yeah, I'm just pacing this, mate.
Yeah, that's fine, mate. Just try and get in a blob, because the next climb there is opportunity to draft. Okay, so this is FTS and foul.
Oh.
Dylan, you did the right thing there by just dropping back a little bit. The others aren't going to be part of the FTS, so don't worry about that. Just concentrate on getting foul. So we've got Willem and Gibbo. You're in foul points. Tice, you're in foul points, or just outside. And Rusty, you are at the moment solo in 29th. So just try and get on someone's tail, and just all you're going for, mate, is just the highest finishing position. All right, so yeah, just try and do that. There's a little group at 7 seconds ahead of you if you can catch them. So the guys that are in the group, or in the chasing group, or the main part of the peloton, that's the best place to be honest, because the guys at the front are going to blow themselves out, apart from Dylan, who's just going to laugh at everyone. Okay, so the worrying thing is that the Wreckers have got 3 people in that top 6. So no pressure, Dylan. If you can get FTS and foul there, that'd be brilliant. So yes, 7 riders ahead. So I'll call the attack point a few times, depending on the different riders where you're at. But yeah, the best place. I'll tell you, Dylan, best place to go. Hopefully you've got a feather as well, guys, because it'll also help, because there's a little 12% bit.
Yeah, is it smart to use it here?
It's up to you. To be honest, if you can get away with it, I wouldn't. I'd keep hold of it now. But for Dylan, I would say use it, because Dylan will not get dropped on the grade. The others just use as you think you can get away with. Okay, so the gaps get wider and wider in the top group, so that you know that the others aren't going to be, you're not going to be a factor for FTS, so don't worry about that. It's just literally getting as many points as you can now. So there is 3 race wreckers in the front 6, which is a worry. So there's a good chance they might be winning tonight, because it's a big enough group to stay away.
A little bit more motivating, James.
Well, that's fine. To be fair, we've got a big lead. The worst case, we finish second and we lose 1 whole point, which gives us 2 points into the last race. Dylan's going to win it anyway. He's going to get the FTS and foul for us. Ideally, he also breaks them as well. I'm surprised that Doran didn't make it across, though he struggled. The good news is we got a big chunk of our riders are in the next group. Okay, Dylan, get ready to attack. Oh, someone's already gone. Oh, he did go. Doran is ahead. Nice. Oh, look at that. You've gone smoother than I would have called it, but that's fine, mate, because they are struggling. Bunce is the only one who's putting up any effort to try and go with you, and he's struggling. And he's got a truck. If you've got a feather, Dylan, I would be using it. Not just yet, but that's fine. Right, so it gets a bit steep for you, Dylan, just as you get to the end of this bridge. And that's when I would have said attack with your feather, but it doesn't matter because you've got a nice gap. You've got a 4-second gap. And the others are struggling. So this is the little steep bit. It's not, you just go around the bend, Dylan, and then it does level off and drops off, and then you're away solo. Just around the corner, mate, and then you're nearly there. Nearly there. It's about to level off. Nice gap. Doran's not going to catch you. Just push over the top, mate. Get some momentum up. Nearly there. And just as you go around the corner, it goes down. Nice. Doran's doing us a favour at the moment by taking second, but they are trying to close him down.
I'm going.
Lovely. Great job. Right, Tiz, have you got? Yeah, this is the time to go for any of the other group. The next, the subgroup. This is the time to attack. it. Keep using that feather. Go as hard as you can, Carl, because you've got to get over this steep bit with the feather. That's it, mate. Nice one. And it levels off really quickly. So for you guys, just as you get around this corner, so Tice, just keep going because that the next corner where it turns right is where it levels off. That's it, lovely. It'll level off. So if you can get momentum, you'll catch the wreckers guy in front of you. Come on, Carl. That's it. Take him down. All the way through, mate. All the way through. Lovely. Nice. Good work, mate. Right, you've got a micro rest. Top job. Gibber and Willem, brilliant job. Brilliant job, guys. Nice work.
I'm fucked.
Right, so you got a micro rest time. And then you're on to the grade. So from now on, guys, it's just a scratch race. So at this point, think about just finding a little group, finding a good pace, and get out the grade. It's about 6 or so segments of shit, and it gets steeper and steeper as it goes. So Dylan's doing the right thing. So Doran has gone on ahead. If you can try and get rid of Masson, Dylan, just so he drops back, so he hasn't got a help on the downhill bit, that would be helpful. Just slowly put the grind on so he can't stay with you. You can do it towards the top, but the idea is you want to drop Masson because you don't want him he's trying to close down. So Willem, Gibbo, awesome job. Let's work together, guys. You're in a fairly big peloton there, so I wouldn't be surprised if that comes back. Carl, you're in that same peloton.
Yeah, I'm behind it.
Come on, Tice.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely grind your way up there, mate. Okay, find yourself a nice momentum. If you can try and close that, because that will put you in a nice rest. It's literally 3K of pain. As expected, Doran and Kubus are doing their things, and that Masson has managed to get back onto the peloton. So you don't have that much further to go, guys. What are you on? 14.3? The pain stops at 15.5. That's for everyone. At 15.5 is the end of the pain. And then it's rolling and climbing, but the climb's nowhere near this. So, as expected, Kubus will be strong here. He's light as a feather. Keep working, Tice. You got this, mate. You've got about 5 riders in front of you, Tice. If you can get onto them,
Yeah,
you've got a good chance.
I'm doing as much as I can.
Yeah, that's fine, mate. Okay, so Doran's struggling still. Kubas has started to drop off. Masson has started to drop off. This is the time to put the squeeze in, guys. If you can do it so they can't get back onto your wheel for when it does it level off. It means the group behind will catch and all the effort they've put in, and they'll be knackered. Masson is really starting to struggle now. Great effort. Same with Kubas, but he's going to be no use to Masson because he's light, so he's struggling as well. $800 meters for the front, guys. Gibbo, Willem, Brilliant job, Carl. Brilliant job. Try and stay with that pack, Carl. All right, because once you're literally 1K away, mate. Once you've got to the top, it'll be in your favour. You'll become the strong rider. Come on, Tice. Your target is that rider in front of you.
Oh,
Rusty's closing you down.
oh, nice. Get some help.
6 watts. He's doing 6 watts per kilo. He's closing you down. Come on, Carl. Nearly there, mate. 3 more bends, and then it levels off. Dylan, you've done a great job for dropping Masson. So he's going to be left alone in the wilderness, which means the peloton behind will catch him. And he's put a ton of effort in. In fact, he's struggling that much. Willem, Gibbo, you are gaining on him. Come on, Carl. You can see those riders. Just get to those 3 in front, mate. You're nearly there. You can see on your climb thing where it levels off. You got this, mate. And the good thing for you, Tice, is you've dropped 1 or 2 of those wreckers, guys. In fact, Rusty, that's your target. That Disfeld in front of you is a wreckers. He is your target for the rest of the race. You will catch him on the downhill, mate.
Okay.
Ubas has found a second win. Right, you are literally. This is where the hardest bit is. This little and Dylan, just to that top there is the top. There's no more stupid gradient when you get there. So it's a bit of flat. Then it's just like a steady undulating climb to the top of the epic KOM, which you've probably done many times before. It's the easy part of the epic KOM, I reckon, because it's just up and down. So they're now down to 6. Masson is out the back. That's great for us. 2 wreckers in the front. Come on, Carl, you're nearly there, mate. You can see the blue line. I reckon even if you don't stay with them, you'll probably catch them anyway on that when it levels off.
Ah, shit!
The worst part.
I'm losing power again.
Hopefully you get it back, mate. Come on.
Yeah. What the fuck?
It's all right. You only lost it for a bit there. I went to you there. Yeah, shy. Or you just had a rest again. Fuck's sake. Always resting. Right, great job. Willem and Gibbo smashed it. Carl, you're 15 seconds behind them, mate. That is. So you'll close that. You get your breath back, and you'll start to close them when it's on the undulating bits. So for Gibbo, Willem, work with the other guys. No need to go flying off the front.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, get your breath back now. Work with the other guys. In fact, if you slow it down, you'll hopefully allow Carl to catch you, and then you can all work together. So Masson is trying to catch. So for the guys at the front, just make sure he doesn't catch. Carl, there you go. They're just in front of you there, mate. So if you can get them on the rollers. And then you've got a nice rest on the downhill. So you can see on your climb thing, you've just got a load of rolling to do.
That's brutal, boys.
It is, mate. I know. I feel for you. Not too much because it's quite comfy in my chair, but you know.
Carl, that's good. You're closing the gap now.
Okay, yeah, Carl, you are 13 seconds behind, mate. Good use of feather. And the good thing is you've got a rider just in front of you there, mate. So hopefully he'll join in. And the good thing is that Disfeld isn't catching. So he's the rider behind you. You don't want him to catch. $11 seconds now, mate. Other riders at the front, so Gibbo and Willem, don't push on. Try and just wheel suck and try and let Carl catch you.
Will do.
Yeah, these guys at this group here, they haven't got much. They keep on the floor, so
yeah, you're definitely gaining.
down to 10 now, Carl.
Yeah, less than that, 9 seconds now, mate. Brilliant job. Well, you can see him. Jarvis is going to help you as well now, so we'll just work together with him, or just wheel suck him in. I think he's going to pull you in, mate. Top effort. Tice, how are you getting on, mate?
Oh, pretty good.
So you're solo, so you want to try and get onto the...
Oh, I've got 3 in my wheels.
Yeah, but if you can... Yeah, you've got loads of rollers, so work hard up the rollers and down, and you want to try and just push the gap onto the guy. So your target is H bra at 15 seconds ahead of you, and then hopefully form a little subgroup and then work together. Because there's a few guys that are in the wilderness. You've not quite got there yet, Carl. One big effort up here, mate, and you'll catch them. Willem, not too much effort here, please. Wait for Carl to get back on. Okay, the good news is Masson is in the wilderness by himself. So as soon as you start going through, so they're about to go through the epic KOM banner, and they're just going to pull off into the distance. And there's no way in the world Masson's going to catch. He's 30 seconds behind, even if he's the best super tucker in the world. Go on, Carl, you're nearly there. You might need to put a sprint on up through that banner just to get onto them. So try and time it on there. Time it, just slowly cruise up, and then you may need to put a sprint. You can see the climb thing. So when it gets to probably red to amber, that's when you need to probably just put that little bit of effort in, mate. Awesome job, mate. That is top effort. In fact, you probably could do it beforehand, which is good. What you don't want to do is let them get through that banner, because they're just going to disappear off in the distance together. So the other guys don't chase Crandok. He's wasting loads of energy. Carl, you're nearly there, mate. But you're nearly through that banner as well. That is an awesome effort, mate.
3 seconds too.
Brilliant. And then you should be able to rest in the pack. There will be opportunities to break away if you really want to, but at the moment, I just get your breath back.
Amazing.
That is brilliant, mate. Top effort. Hey, Tice, how are you getting on?
I'm doing my job.
Yeah, good job. So if you think that Bra was 15 seconds ahead of you, he's now down to 4. And then there's Briggs to catch. So you might even catch those Spanish riders at 54 seconds because you're heavier. You'll be able to spin up.
Yeah, this is quite a long climb.
Yeah, you're nearly there now, mate. You're very close. It's not such a bit of a problem for you now, Tice, because your weight will help you on that downhill. And the other guys are safely tucked in a pack. Dylan's nicely out at the front in a group. Dylan's doing the right thing. In fact, he's opened up a gap so he can use his super tuck. The others are not riding this route very well. So he just opened up a big gap. To be fair, Dylan, you might actually get away and win this just on the downhill. They don't do it properly because they're still pedaling, the idiots. Okay, so in theory, for the 3 guys in the peloton, just make sure that the guy who goes off the front, you stay with him because Super Tuck is powerful there, and if you're in the draft, you need to be careful. And every time there's a little bump, you have to put a sprint on. Dylan's opened up a 10-second gap. Because you lot are going to pretty much close down all the way down to K-Dog, maybe even Masson. Yes, just make sure you've got... So for example, Gibbo, you're coming up to this bit, see where it goes red, you need to be sprinting up that.
I've got feather as well, is it worth using or not?
Yes, good time to use it, perfect time. Brilliant, guys, well done. If you find yourself out of the draft, you can use Super Tuck. But just make sure you build up that speed quick. To see how quickly you gained on those, Gibbo.
Yep.
So every time you see a bit of red or a little bump, you've got to sprint it. It's harder for you, Willem, because you're light. So Carl's going to have to save you a bit.
Yeah.
Dylan is away. Nice work, mate.
Good plan, Donk.
So Gibbo, see how much of an advantage Super Tuck is because you're closing down in big time. But get ready to sprint again, mate. Sprint up that little bend. Same for you, Carl. Same for you, Willem. Just sprint as soon as it levels off. You have to put a sprint in just to get over the top, and then you can go back to Super Tuck. I expect Tice to be flying down here. I've not looked at him yet.
I'm doing 120.
Yeah, you should be flying then. Brilliant. This is up your street. You are going to close these guys down quick. Same for you. Every time there's a little bump, sprint.
I will do my best.
you've opened massive gaps over the guys that you were climbing with.
All the guys in front of me, yeah.
Yeah. You're going to close those Spanish guys down because they're light really quickly. This is where it's going to come back to you. Same for you a bit, Rusty. Same trick for you. Super tuck, and then every time you get to a little bump, sprint. The only time you don't super tuck is if you're right behind a rider because you'll get no benefit. But to be honest, as long as he doesn't pull away from you, you can still just not pedal. Gibbo smashed it, 9th place. Happy days. Carl's still there.
Losing ground on the descent, man.
Yeah, you're lightweight, mate. That unfortunately, that's the kicker for you. Well, I reckon Tice might even pick you up because he's flying down there. That's all right. So just try and work with. So you're now going to go back up a hill now. So Willem, so you might be able to regain contact. If not, don't worry too much. So Jarvis is trying to close you down, Willem. That's fine. You might get back onto Carl. You haven't got long though before it goes back downhill though, just to warn you. Masson's managed to stay out ahead. You've closed the gap a bit. Gibbo's done really well. Carl's done really well. Disfeld is miles behind. So Willem, I'd draft the hell, wheel suck the hell out of Jarvis because he's probably he's a bit heavier than you. So just work with him. Work with him to stay ahead of Harley, Bex, and Disfeld. But yeah, it's unlikely you're going to close Gibbo and Carl.
Yeah, I will stay, hang out here.
Yeah. So yeah, just stay with Jarvis and try and maintain the gaps behind.
Check.
Who decides the scores?
People who hate heavy riders. Okay, so same goes for you, Tice. You're going to be climbing again. So if you've got, I can't see you just yet because it's waiting for the route to refresh. But if you can get on someone's wheel, this is the time. So I can see you there. You are literally 6 seconds off those guys in front. Now's the time to put in a monumental effort to try and close onto them. So Briggs and Jossera, whatever his name is. That's it, down to 2 seconds, mate. Awesome. Brilliant. You might even manage to get the next 2 Spanish riders just up ahead. Depends how much the group want to work with you. But you're going to be descending again shortly. It's just to get over the top.
I'll do wheel sucking a bit.
Yeah, have a little rest, have a wheel suck, and then go again. Shows how big you were 14 seconds behind Brat at the top of the climb. You're now 36 seconds. You gain back ahead of him. You gain 50 seconds there on the descent. All right, let's have a look at the front. Gibbo and Carl are fighting over a top 10. Willem's on for a top 15.
Impressive.
So was it's literally 7k to go for the majority. Dylan's, I can't, because he's that far ahead, I can't actually get to him at the moment because of the way the course is designed.
Did you?
Oh, there we go. Right, so Dylan, I'm on him now. So Dylan, you've got a nice 30-second gap behind. Work with Bunce because he's gonna take points off the Wreckers guys. So yeah, work with him. Don't try and drop him and isolate him. I don't think you're going to catch Masson, Gibbo, and Carl. You're still over a minute behind him. But your target is to make sure you beat Cranendonk. He's the guy you want to beat in the final bit. Willem, you're slowly closing the gap there, mate. Harley Bex is coming in hot as well, so he might work with you.
We finished on the first climb, yeah?
Yeah, on that first climb, yeah, the Mayan Mountainside KOM. It's the nice, easy one.
Perfect.
And it's also another FTS plus finishing position plus the final bonus point or whatever it's called. So it is really useful if you can win it with Bunce just. In fact, Doran's with you as well. Yeah, I didn't realise that. So was he ahead? Was he? Oh, that's even better. Work with those two because Wreckers are. Well, in fact, Wreckers have eased off because I think they're going to try and get Masson to close in because he's.
Doran keeps catching out all the time. He disappears all the time.
Right. Yeah, I must admit I didn't see Doran when I was looking at you. Yeah, so it's Doran, Bunce, and Dylan. And actually, Gibbo, Carl, your group is gaining on Masson quite quickly.
Yeah, just noticed that.
And yeah, you got K Dog, he's about 8. In fact, his time's moving all over the shop on my screen. He's well, as it stands, it looks like he's got 11 seconds. That timing clock's all over the shop on my one. That's probably just because of the way it's viewing it.
I think it's just with the twist to punch you closer and further away, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because he keeps springing between 30 and 10.
Yeah. It's like Willem was 3 seconds behind you guys. Now he's 25.
Yeah, Masson back up to 1 minute 25 as well.
Yeah.
Maybe they took a wrong turn.
Yeah, that would have been great.
Smith giving us false hope.
Yeah, we haven't had that from Dylan, which was the worry.
Dylan can ride hard.
Dylan, you are literally 1.9 kilometers away from the start of the last climb to the finish, and it finishes at 33.9.
Very nice.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to catch Masson, so that's fine. K-Dog, maybe. But like I said, you just want to beat Cranendonk.
Yeah. Should me and Carl just knock the wheels on these up quick time and then put a dig in at the last bit?
Absolutely, yeah. You're not going to get FTS or anything crazy like that. That'll still go to the guys ahead of you. So it's literally going to be...
Just fighting for position.
It's literally, yeah, you're just going to fight position and try and beat Cranendonk. That's it. And Willem, you just make sure you try and beat that rider that you're with at the end. But I'm going to leave it to you, Dylan, how you want to play it. Because you tend to go early, whereas I would go... Oh, in fact, is that Doran again? Just all over the shop. Oh, he's gone early. Does he just keep disappearing? Because he wasn't on your screen, was he?
Yeah, he just keeps catching out. It's like he's got a ghost power up all the time.
Yeah. It's a bit shit. Well, it's up to you if you can get across, mate. You've safely got a top 3. There's still a long way for you to go. You've still got 2.9 kilometers of climbing yet. So and the segment doesn't start for another 800 meters. So he's going for the win. You know,
Come on, Dylan.
if you can close that 14 seconds, you're going to get the FTS as well. Hopefully Bunce works with you. So yeah, so the Wreckers guys are all now working together. They've joined up again. K-Dog is next to come along. He's a minute behind.
Do I have 2 records behind me, James?
I can't say at the moment because I have to wait until I go back because all I can see now is 6 riders because you turned off. Once more people get onto the climb.
I at least have Disveld behind me.
Yes. Well, I think there's only 3 Wreckers guys in front actually. I think.
Oh, nice.
Oh no, ahead of you there's 4.
Okay.
There's three Wreckers who are currently in 4th, 5th, and 6th, and then you've got that Krondank. Okay, it looks like Doran is now going to win the race. He has got a 21-second gap. Okay, so he's on the climb. So we just need a legendary effort, I think. So it's Massa, Nutzinger, and Disveld versus Kubas. So hopefully you can do us a favour and beat one of them at least. How you feeling, Dylan? Do you reckon you can close that gap, get across to him?
Not to Doran, no chance.
Yeah, that's fine, mate. I think with Bunce, he's probably more of a sprinter than a climber. If you're going to beat him, I'd go early. I'd go like 1 kilometer out or something if I were you.
Well, I mean, you guys might gain on us because these aren't working. They just want to set like 3.
Yeah.
Good chance you might actually close up blocks.
So just to warn you, they won't catch, but Nutzinger's only 15 seconds behind. So Bunce is going early. He's dropped his feather. Try and draft him because he's going to use all his energy by going early, mate. Come on, Dylan. Get that 2nd place. If you can draft him, then you'll catch him literally on that last turn. Come on, mate. Big efforts. Come on. No, he's got some energy there, and crikey's 4. Okay, you've safely got 3rd. If you're toast, don't worry about it. You've got 3rd. Nutzinger is closing, but he's not going to catch you. See where the little cross is? That's where it starts to level off, just up there, or just after that. So if you've got any energy left, Dylan, if you put a massive burst in now, you are going to actually pip this guy because you're gaining on him. The last bit of uphill is just there, and then you literally go around the bend and you're finished. Oh, he's going again. Shit bag. No worries, mate. You've got 3rd. Excellent effort. Well done, Dylan. Right, I'm going to go back to the other guys. So you're now, so Carl and Gibber, you're safely in your 5 top 10 in effect because there's no one around near you. Willem, you're working with Jarvis, and you've got that Cornet's not Cornet. This veld is too far back.
Yeah, I'm just focusing on beating those 3 guys in front of me.
Yeah, I'll be back to you in a minute, mate. I'm just going to see these next.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Over. So Carl and Gibbo, a really good time to go is just as you see where that cross is. You go around the bend. If no one goes early, if someone goes early, just draft them. If no one goes early, then you'll see a little cross, and that's when you're going to put a full gas, and it's a slight up slope, and then you're into flatten off, and there's no way they can catch back onto you. So you just come around this corner, and on your mini map, you'll see a little cross. Just as you hit that cross, that's when you're going to sprint, go all in, and they just won't catch you. And it's the last bit of the climb. So take it nice and easy, and then just as you come to this cross, that's when you're going to go. And then it just literally levels off, and you go around the corner, and suddenly the finish line's there. Okay, so someone got a bit early. Yeah, he's got a bit early. So try and go with them. Try and draft them because, yeah. So just as it gets to this, so you're on the cross now. Now is the time to go all in, guys. As soon as you get to that top, you'll suddenly find you've just got momentum, and it levels off. Just as it turns left, that's when it's level. Come on, Carl. That's it. And you're literally going around the corner to the finish. That's it, guys. You've broken 2 of them. 2 of them are gone. It's just one last rider. Just as you go around the corner. Brilliant. So yeah, there's the finish line. Make sure you get to the finish. Come on.
Good job, guys.
Nice work. Nice work. Okay, Willem, I'm on you, mate. Big effort now. Sprint now. Go on. All the way.
I'm driving.
No worries. If you don't worry. Right, let's go find Tice. Okay, Tice, I'm on you now, mate. So you're not going to catch those guys way ahead of you. So just concentrate on beating these guys that you're with.
I'll do my best.
You're going to smash them, mate. And then I'm going to see Rusty home, who hopefully hasn't died on circuit because he's been very quiet.
All right, mate. I'm all right. I've had a nice rest at the back here, mate. It's been great.
Hey. Right, same for you, Tice. Do not, if they go early, just wheel suck them.
You know me.
Do not go. Don't go. No. If you've committed now, you're going to have to go all the way. You're going early. Don't put any more effort in than that. Keep it at that. All right, you've dropped them. Just keep it at that because I want you to put a sprint in when you get to the cross. See the cross coming up? That's when you're sprinting, and that will guarantee it because they'll have energy to sprint. You might even catch Hailwood at this rate, who's decided to back off big time. I know he's put a bit of effort in now. Right, just to guarantee it, mate. As soon as you go under that, like that.
Yeah, I do my best.
Okay, mate, sprint now. Just sprint now. It'll guarantee you it. Trust me. Just sprint all the way till it levels off, and then you can coast. The guy behind's not sprinting. You're all right, mate. The guy behind's not sprinting. You're good. Nice effort there, mate. That should level off you there, mate. Nice one. Right, Rusty. It's you versus the Giggler. And Heath. Heath is struggling. To be fair, he is literally just about hanging on to you.
Oh, Jesus.
And the giggler is wheel sucking you.
Oh.
Yeah, Heath is in trouble. He's about to quit. And the good thing is, Dispel, their wreckers guy, is in 37th place.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice effort, guys, at the front. Brilliant effort.
Oh.
I tell you what, those guys ahead of you there, Rusty, are toast. Dark and Metcalf are really struggling.
You got it, Russell?
They've probably just got enough. Heath is struggling. He's just literally can't even hold a wheel. He's just putting every effort in just to hang on to you guys. Unfortunately, Rusty, you are dragging them up that climb. Okay, same goes for you. So see where that cross is? That's where you're going to go, just as you go through the broken bit of wall.
Okay, mate.
So just keep a steady pace. The guys behind aren't going to catch. Heath is still hanging on. If he ends up coming with a sprint, I'll be amazed. Giggler's working hard to stay with you as well, to be honest. See the little cross that used to go around the right-hand bend, and then on the mini-map there's like a cross.
Yep.
That's the last bit of the climb, and it's that last bit of red. If you can get good momentum up there, you'll go through on the level well ahead. Don't go yet. Keep giving them a hope that they've got a chance. You're safe from the riders behind, so you don't need to go fast at this point. You can just take it easy, get your breath, and get ready to go.
Oh shit!
So just as you go through the shady bit of that arch, that's when you're going to put a massive sprint on.
Oh.
And go now, mate. Big effort, Rusty. That's it. Sprint. Pull them away. That's it. Go on. Brilliant, mate. Go on. Keep going. They're straight. They've quit. And you'll get momentum, and then levels off here, and then you've done them. So Heath is trying to get back on, but it's too late. Just keep sprinting, mate. Keep sprinting. In fact, that little bastard giggler is trying to get you. Get around that corner. He's closing. Come on, Rusty. There it is. He's closing. Keep going. All the way through, mate. Nice. Just done him. Brilliant. That's it. We're all done.
Nice, Rusty.
Top effort, guys.